Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTbase.com. Welcome to our weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 25th Commitments of Traders Report of 2021. And as we always do, we shall start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials positions. Before I jump into the review, if you are new to COT analysis, then here at COTbase.com we offer a lot of educational material that will help you understand what this report is all about. We also have some very useful tutorial videos for you, so a lot of material that will help you better understand this whole report and the analysis that you can do with it. So back to the review, and starting off with our first market, the Russian ruble. We have a 51% change in commercials positions. Of course, commercials being on the left side of this chart. This table over here, as you may see, we are measuring this change in their positions compared to a 52 weeks look back period, which is of course exactly 1 year. So this is a 1 year's chart, and you may see this very, very large change in commercials positions. Of course, large speculators. Also, there's a big change over there. It's even easy for the eye to see that this is the second largest change after this bullish COT change signal in September. Now, this was actually a very successful signal. You can see this is the time you got it, and it was almost the end of this decline. So it was a very successful bullish COT change signal. Now we have a bearish one, suggesting we could see some pullback in the market. And based on the size of the signal, we can consider this to be a little bit more significant one. In the near run, definitely. Now, if we move on to the 5 years chart, you can see that there's not much in the extreme part of everything. So with current data, we are more or less in between the two extremes. So here back in April 2019, we were in a bearish extreme zone. We got back into more of a bullish territory in October 2020, November. It actually, halted this decline. We have seen the price a little bit go higher, but nothing huge. I wouldn't pay too much attention to the extreme side of all of that. It's mainly the COT change signal this week. Silver is our next market, 49% change over there in commercials positions. It is a very significant change size, you can see, compared to the past 1 year. Amongst the top 5 changes, it suggests we should see strengthening in the near run. We had a bit of a pullback in the market, as you may see, but it seems as if we're prepared for, again, attacking the $30 price level. We'll see how that turns out, but at least the COT report, this change signal suggests we may actually see silver headed in that direction. Now, from the extremist perspective, not much. We have moved away from bearish extremes, which is great for anybody in the rally, positioned in the rally. Of course, we do not have a significant bullish extreme either. So it's again mainly the change signal that we have. Another metal for this review, Palladium, 46% change over there in commercials positions. Let's go back to the 1 year's chart. There you go. It is a very, very significant change. Bullish, of course, suggesting further strengthening in this market. We have already seen that happen this week. And this report, of course, just simply supports that direction. So jumping to the 5 years chart, you may see that we are still, and we've been here for a long time, over a year now, in this bullish extreme zone. So traders aren't necessarily moving away from that belief that the market can actually go even higher. And let's move on to large speculators, COT Extreme. We've got crude oil, the WTI crude oil to be specific, on top of our list with the 145 report extreme in large speculators position. So there it is. It's basically almost a 3 years extreme. It is, of course, a bearish COT extreme signal, suggesting that in the medium to long run, we may actually reach a level where we could see the market turn. As you can see, based on how traders are shifting their positions, these take time. maybe even month or possibly even years. So it's just, something you should be aware of, that the extreme is starting to build up towards the bearish side of the market. If you go back over here to January of 2018, you may see that there's plenty of space left for both trader categories to increase their positions. Of course, commercials, their net short positions, and large speculators, their net long positions. Okay, energy complex is something for our subscribers. Moving on to copper, another metal, 52 report extreme. Not huge, but let's have a look at the chart. And there you go. It's really in between the most bullish and the most bearish extreme levels that we have experienced. In relative terms, well, we moved away from those bearish extremes, as you may see, without any reaction from the market. So things are cooling down, leaving space for the market to really go its direction. So not much to conclude from this report based on extreme analysis. Russian ruble we talked about, so let's end this review with a look at a soft market. Cocoa, to be specific, here we have a very modest 31 report extreme in large speculators, which really is nothing much. Here you can see that's probably there in August of 2020 where we were at that level. These are good examples of what not to do. You don't want to stay here and try to tell a story that doesn't exist. So here, just give you an example what's obvious to the eye. February of 2020, commercials reaching close to 100,000 contracts. Okay, just maybe 90,000 contracts net short. Now that's something where you would be more excited and be prepared for a change, or just to give you an opposite example, March 2019 or October 2018. These are examples of bullish extremes. Now we are more or less in between those two, so you can't really conclude from that. So not much here really, but there's definitely a lot more to analyze. We have this very useful highlights page, for example, that will gather you the top signals if you wanted to. And of course, you can look at all the market categories. We only look at a few in these reviews. You can analyze the newest COT report types that are available, the disaggregated, the traders and financial futures, commodity and index traders, report type, or you can analyze other data types. Maybe the futures only is what you're interested in without the options data, or the options only data type, which is actually something unique here at COT base. CFTC does not provide that data type, but it's of course something that we do. You can dig deeper in your analysis with our tools. COT change analysis tools are available, looking at multiple report changes on a predefined look back period. You can choose what kind of look back period you want to have. You can analyze the COT index, the COT move index. You can always look at the long-term trend indicator. We also analyze volume and open interest data as well. If you're someone who trades a few markets, let's say you're a forex trader, you're interested in the British pound for that matter, you can just choose the British pound and then simply open this table where you have all the data really nicely presented in this table. Let's say you're interested in large speculators, long positions, then you can choose that, and of course the system will chart it under the price chart. You can analyze the data set if you wanted to. So there's so much to do here at COT Base. If you are really interested in analyzing the commitments of traders data, then definitely visit cotbase.com. Now, another thing that I'd like to show you is the ICOT intraday indicator, which I think is unbelievable that we managed to do this. We worked hard for many, many years, and this is something that goes into the short term, and it's all based on the commitments of traders analysis, but it is our unique intraday indicator and using our own data. But there's so much to do here. If you're interested in how you can enter and exit into the market, you may want to use this indicator. to help you with that. So a lot to do here at COT Base. Thank you so much for being with me in this review. I appreciate your attention. I wish you a pleasant weekend, and I hope to see you in my next review. Take care. Goodbye.